What's happening, YouTube? Links Forte here, bringing you my second battle of the NPL qualification tournament, still in the group rounds. And I just want to say this up front, that this is the wrong team. Like, 5 of the Pokemon are correct, but Sableye was not supposed to be on this team, but we'll get into that when it plays out throughout the battle, because it's just too much to go through at this very point. Like, me and my friend, like, okay, so originally what I did was I looked at all 3 of my opponents and I built a team for each. The battle you guys saw last time, that was 100% my team. This battle, however, me and my friend, we tweaked the battle. We tweaked the team. And Sableye was gone. I think 3 of the Pokemon had different moveset items. It was pretty much a completely new team, just 5 of the 6 Pokemon were the same. And for whatever reason, it wasn't saved on Showdown. So, you know, and I realized it like right before the battle because 2 of the Pokemon, Sylveon and Gliscor, had Baton Pass on it. 1, we had gotten rid of Baton Pass on Sylveon, and 2, I didn't even know that was a thing. So when I had to go in and change it, I kind of was like, this isn't the right team. And I had already told this guy like I would battle, and I'm not one to keep somebody waiting when I already agreed to do something. So I just went with what I had. I'm not saying that's an excuse of any kind for how this battle went, because I still tried to, you know, give my all in it. But the team wasn't what we had prepared. So with that being said, let's just get into the battle and I'll point out anything that was supposed to be different. I couldn't go back in and change the team because my friend wasn't available and I didn't remember what we had changed it to. So let's just get into the battle. So looking at his team, I wasn't sure what he wanted to lead with. Obviously the Hippowdon and the Skarmory are the obvious leads. On any of the 8 Pokemon, I don't have a dedicated lead. Like, I could have easily have just led off with Sableye and said, hey, let me get a burn or a knockoff on something. But just like last battle, I decided that I was just going to lead off with Sylveon, and this is Choice Specs. Sylveon is not supposed to be Choice Specs. Sylveon was supposed to be Calm Mind Baton Pass, because Dragonite is special. Dragonite is special. That was the way I had it from the beginning in the original team, because I wanted to make sure I could hit everything as best as possible. But the one thing that Dragonite doesn't have that it was supposed to have was E-Speed. I think this Dragonite has Roost, or maybe it's Choice Specs. I don't remember. But anyway, so Sylveon here is Choice Specs. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for me to have 2 Choice Specs Pokemon. So that Dragonite is probably leftovers Roost. But yeah, Sylveon here is Choice Specs. I'm going to get off 44% damage on this Volcanion, and I had a decision to make. Do I just stay in, or do I take a Sludge Bomb? He actually also go for the Fire Blast. I'm guessing he was expecting me to want to go out into... Actually, I'm not sure if he was expecting me to go out into Kartana, because I would never switch in Kartana on this thing, even if I were expecting the Sludge Bomb. Like, this, it's a Fire-type Pokemon. I'm not doing that. But either way, he hit me really hard with a Fire Blast. I considered going into Dragonite and even Gliscor, but I didn't want to risk a Steam Eruption, and I didn't want to risk Dragonite getting burned. Like, and as you see, Sableye got burned, so Sableye was like, it wasn't supposed to be on this team, so in my opinion, it was the least useful member on the team. Let me slow this down, actually. So I go into Sableye and I just say, well, I don't need this thing, so I'm just going to knock off to get rid of his leftovers, and he's Substitute. Good to know, though. So I know I need at least 1 more to break that sub, and I'm thinking he's just going to attack me, and in fact, he goes for the Sunny Day, so which tells me he has Solar Beam on this set. I want to keep him from going behind another sub, so I have Taunt, and I go ahead and go for a Taunt. And I'm ready to let Sableye go down. There's no reason for me to keep Sableye around. But because the reason why I went for Recover here, I wanted to make sure he burned his PP. He had Fire Blast, obviously, which I think it has a max of 8 PP. Steam Eruption, I'm not sure how many it has. I think it's 8 as well. And I think Solar Beam, I'm not sure. But I just wanted to make him, I wanted to start to make him burn PP, basically. And I wasn't sure, you know, if I could live anything that he wants to go for after, or maybe even if he got a miss, I could go for a knockoff, even though I'm slower, but it's basically just to burn the PP. So he goes for a Solar Beam here. I'm not sure if he was maybe expecting me to switch into Gliscor or whatever, but now that I see Volcanion here and I see 2 of its moves, I saw 3 of its moves. I'm just gonna send in Darmanitan and go for Earthquake. This Darmanitan here was supposed to be Focus Sash. It's supposed to be Focus Sash, Fire Punch, Hammer Arm, and Earthquake. Hammer Arm was because Gliscor originally, Gliscor was supposed to be Baton Pass, but we got rid of Baton Pass off of Gliscor, but it's still on this set. But we originally got rid of Baton Pass off of Gliscor and we changed the moveset around. But Hammer Arm was there just in case. I think it was to keep from losing speed or losing attack power, so that we had the Focus Sash there. That's what it was. Like, you know, if we like maybe we took like a couple points in damage, we weren't losing out on the attack power, we weren't losing out on the defense, and that's why we had the Hammer Arm. Speed wasn't really an issue. Darmanitan, it was just a hard hitter for us. We didn't want Flare Blitz, you know, and breaking the sash that way. We just wanted the hard hitting power. So I'm just gonna go for Earthquake there, and he brings in the Hippowdon, and I see that it's, you know, not just like last time, it wasn't Sandstream, so I'm just thinking he's gonna go for Earthquake. It gives me an opportunity to bring in Gliscor, and like I said, I saw that this Gliscor was Swords Dance Baton Pass, so I just went for it, and I see an Ice Fang. I know I can live another one barring a crit, and based on last battle, I didn't want to, you know, play with the freeze, so I Baton Pass out in a Darmanitan. And he's going to go for the Side Shock, which tells me he's Choice Scarf. And as you see there, I go for a Flame Charge. That Flame Charge was on the original Darmanitan set. That was before my friend told me you don't get the speed increase with Sheer Force. I didn't know that. That was another reason why we changed the team. Is because my original plan was to Baton Pass a Swords Dance into Darmanitan, which it worked here, and then get the speed increase until he told me it didn't work. So it kind of changed my battle strategy when I don't have things available to me. But I still, you know, went ahead and said, hey, I now have a lead. Let's see what we can do here. So he goes into his Lopunny, and now I'm just like, I really don't have anything to switch into this. I could have gone Gliscor, but I was fearing maybe he would predict that and go for the Ice Punch. So I just let Darmanitan go down. I go back into Sylveon, and I'm thinking he's probably just going to go into Skarmory, but he actually goes into Hippowdon, but I have no reason not to just fire off a Hyper Voice because I don't know what set that Skarmory is yet. And he just lets Hippowdon go down, and I'm thinking now he's going to go into Skarmory. I really don't want Sylveon taking any damage just because I needed to take hits from that Lopunny. And now he's going to take the opportunity to get up the Stealth Rocks, and that's where another thing comes into play on Gliscor. We got rid of Swords Dance Baton Pass so we can make room for Defog, and Gliscor wasn't supposed to be Toxic Orb. I think it was actually supposed to be offensive Gliscor. It was supposed to be like Defog, Fling, Acrobatics, Earthquake. I think that was supposed to be the Gliscor moveset. But didn't play out that way, and now he has Rocks up, and they're basically here to stay. Kartana doesn't have Defog on it, so I go for a Swords Dance, and he shows me Hidden Power Ice. Now, seeing this Hidden Power Ice on Lopunny is not unusual for me. I have seen that in the past. Granted, it was on a gimmick set, but I have seen it in the past. So I'm still, you know, thinking, oh, this is just a regular Lopunny. When is he going to bring in Zoroark? So I go into Sylveon, and I'm thinking I can take anything, you know, this Lopunny wants to go for. And then that's when I see it, the Sludge Bomb, and now I know that's Zoroark. I went for Hidden Power Fire. No, that's not Hidden Power Fire. No, it's Hidden Power Electric. I went for Hidden Power Electric because what it is, Hidden Power Electric allowed me to hit Volcanion if I needed to, as well as Skarmory. So that's why I opted to go for Hidden Power Electric. And once I saw that, I was like, I just threw this game away. I mean, granted, he had a good chunk of damage on me, but and Lopunny could just take it out with a return, but it still hurt to, you know, not see that Zoroark play. So now I'm at 2%, and Sylveon dies upon entry, so I just let him go ahead and get the kill on me. And this is where it hurt not having Dragonite with E-Speed, because now I can't put that Lopunny at low health. And basically Lopunny's just going to clean up here. Lopunny's going to Ice Punch Dragonite, and then I think, oh no, he's switching to Skarmory. I went for a Sacred Sword. Seeing the damage, I'm assuming that's, 100% physical or defensive. So I just go for SD, and then he goes for Hidden Power Fire, I'm assuming. And nothing I could do there, but I'm going to go for a Sacred Sword just to get some damage, and I get a crit. This Kartana was not Speed Beast Boost, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it wasn't Speed Beast Boost, so, I mean, had I gotten a crit, that would have taken it out, and then it was Speed Boost, I would have won the game, but that wasn't the case. Like I said, I'm not saying that I lost the battle because Showdown didn't save the correct team. I lost the battle basically because I didn't play well, is the way I look at it. Like, I had a chance, I still didn't play well in the end. But we're 1-1 now. We still have a chance. Basically, we need to win our next battle to pull this all out. This is Link's Forte. See you at the next battle. I'm out. Peace.